Happy Tuesday, I think. Is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday? Who knows anymore? I thought we might talk about this new um, press secretary. I guess that is what they do. So is it for the president? I guess of your corporation that you believe in so much. Let's talk about that. I got a couple questions. Got a few questions for you. How much could be paid? How much would it take for you to just stand there and bold-faced lie to the entire like country, your whole company, for someone else? Uh, like, I don't. The, how does nobody get this? Do politicians ever tell the truth about anything? They always frame it in this perfect way. I can't believe like the Jen Psaki, whatever that was. Somehow we've gone worse. Somehow it's even worse. Someone has just asked her. Her name's Karina or something. Jean Petit or something. Jean Philippe Patina. I don't know what her name is. Uh, she was asked a very simple question. That if do you think that Joe Biden would even be capable of running another 4 years and being in office for 4 more years? And she laughed and she was bewildered that this question is even of concern. I mean, how do people just, I mean, stunning arrogance to just sit there and go, no, that's a purple horse. It's clearly not. It's a lamp. No. That's a purple horse. This is what they do. Oh no. It is a purple horse. They'll just keep saying it until you go, oh yeah, that definitely is that. Got him. Got him. Who's up in there? What's up, Christos? Peace. Hmm. It's baffling. What's up, Divine? Ciao. We're gonna read this book right now. It's a national bestseller. It's by Aaron James, and it's called Assholes. The working title is a theory. It's a theory of assholes. I'm a little. He beat me to it. Right. I'm not gonna write a book. If I were to write a book, I would have written this. And it has to do with we're surrounded by what's the word, lecherous? Is lecherous a good word? Do we like that one? Is it kind of like a you normally if someone's lecherous, they're also a drunken lechery. Is that combined? I'm just a good drunk. I'm not a lecher, I don't think. Yeah, I don't even know what the word means. But we will talk about assholes. Um, so I'm just reading here. This is not my opinion. It might run in parallel to my view of most of humanity. I mean, most people, for me, in content, yeah, lovely people. I have a good time with them. But I have a sneaking suspicion that underneath most people's fabricated this outer layer of onion, they're probably pricks or assholes. Like they really want to exude that. They just the cunty carny kind of thing. They suppress it. I think most people they suppress their own inner asshole. Tight wads. Anal retentive people. You know. Let's see. You want to talk about? You want to talk about? Let's go right to the beginning of the book. Let's see what we got here. Here goes. Here it is. A theory. Huh. Wow, this could get a little wordy here. The way he starts it. Maybe we can get. What is it to be an asshole? Let's do that. Let's get right to it. Our theory is simply this: a person counts as an asshole when, and only when, he systematically allows himself to enjoy special advantages in interpersonal relations out of an entrenched sense of entitlement that immunizes him against the complaints of other people. Because assholes are, by and large, men. We use the masculine pronoun he advisedly. We suggest women can also be assholes. For the time being, think of Ann Coulter. We consider the question of gender in detail in Chapter 4. The theory thus has three main parts: interpersonal and cooperative relationships. The asshole. The asshole allows himself to enjoy special advantages and does so systematically, does out of the entrenched sense of entitlement, and is immunized by his sense of entitlement against the complaints of other people. So, for example, the asshole is the person who habitually cuts in line, frequently interrupts in conversation, or who weaves in and out of lanes in traffic, or who persistently emphasizes another person's fault, or who is extremely sensitive to perceived slights while being oblivious to his crassness with others. An insensitive person is just a mere jerk, might allow himself to enjoy a special advantage in such interpersonal relations. What distinguishes the asshole is the way that he acts, the reasons that motivate him to act in an abusive and arrogant way. The asshole acts out of firm sense that he is special, and the normal rules of conduct do not apply to him. So, who do you think really in the political theater? Who do you think doesn't have that attached? Who that makes a lot of money just by sheer fact of the monetary credits they've acquired in life? Who doesn't feel entitled and advantaged and like that? You know, that the kid that gets in a fight is like, oh, you don't know who my dad is. He's a lawyer. Ew. Like that kid. Yeah, a bunch of those people in the world make a bunch of money. And you think you're better. You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? I sincerely doubt that. I think that's what most people should do. Take a naked look at yourself. Just go stand in front of a mirror, and it would be helpful to be naked. Go take an honest assessment of yourself. What do you like? What do you dislike? And when I say that, I mean physically. You can obviously stand naked in front of a mirror, but I mean like uncloak yourself from your ego, if you can, just for a little bit. You don't get rid of it completely, because you still have to use the ego to identify parts of you. But just take an assessment, a self-assessment test here. Do you like what you see? I would suppose most people that come here and listen to my dumbass probably have a good, healthy, strong, intact ego, and are content at least with themselves. People that don't like me talking, I would. There's probably a reason why. Because people hate the truth. You call me motherfucking Paul Pierce. It's a basketball joke. If you didn't get that, that's for all you Boston fans, you know. Speaking of the truth, let me go grab this over here. Make ourselves a little afternoon cocktail. What do you say? You guys want to join me? You're like, you are a drunk. That's true. I probably do drink a little bit. I do enjoy it, but I don't eat. We just drink. Keeps us level-headed. So you gotta calm the demons, relax, maintain. So the political theater and these people that supposedly run, we need to learn to separate what we see as the government and what we see as people that are in control and are uh, leaders. I think I have a good book over here. I think it's called Leverage Leadership. Is that what it is? um, the people that are controlling things are not the people in governments per se. Yeah, they're far down the line. Who's controlling things? It's corporations, right? I mean, people, living, breathing, thinking, thoughtful people are controlling these corporations. So they are, but they're not usually in government. They use government as a leveraging point. But those governments and laws and dictates are only applied to corpses, dead bodies, which, you know, are you? Are you a living, breathing, sovereign soul? Ask yourself, are you? You'd say so. Unless you look at what was it, the Magna Carta? Was that the one? Or whenever they said everyone is dead at sea. Thus, they took maritime admiralty law, which is the law of the sea, and put it onto land. Because apparently there was a flood. So everything is considered to be underwater and you're all dead. Unless you'd like to just claim yourself as being a living, breathing entity. What's up, Ninja? What are you doing? So again, the idea is that when you think of like, okay, I live on the land known as America. The corporation that claims boundaries, the corporation would be the United States Capitus. They would claim that, but they can't. You can't really claim ownership over land. It's not really a. It's like it's kind of you're supposed to take care of the land. You're supposed to be like it's kind of like you take care of a dog. You take care of the land, and it feeds you back. You can't own it really. You can own property. You could say, okay, I got my domicile. This is my space, and there's enough world out there. You can roam around anywhere you want. But the ideas of countries, just exchange the word country for company. It's the same thing. It's a corporation, and the people that are. Why do you have a president of your company that you work for? You work for. I don't know what Xerox, wherever the hell you work, whatever you fax things. You work for some whatever. You have a president, a vice president. It's the same setup. This is the United States is a larger umbrella corporation that's still underneath. It's still underneath a different corporation, umbrella corporations. So consider Google. Google is a corporation, but there's a bigger corporation called the Alphabet Corporation that owns as a subsidiary. The subsidiary is Google. And the reason they did that is they used the alphabet, and the reason Google is called Google is because that's the first thing you say when you come out of the womb. Google gaga, Google gaga, Google. That's what you say. So the Alphabet Corporation controls Google. Imagine that. People are smart. They know what they're doing. Researching wolves and drinking a makeshift hot toddy. That's funny. I just started. Did you hear me yesterday? I just started watching a show called Raised by Wolves. Yeah, very interesting. The concept is pretty simple. Two android people that are like sophisticated computer systems, end of the world, apocalyptic thing, and somehow they produce a living organic baby and raise it, but they're like, you're human, we're robots, and that's the premise to the base for the series. Sounds pretty interesting. I got through like half the first episode. Let me go get some ice. I'll be right back. also, oddly enough, uh, sometimes jewelry. Like I've had so many cool bracelets and wristwatches and necklaces and rings, and I give them away. But these two, they feel oddly comfortable on me. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's like sometimes people that have your phone, right? You got your phone, and then you put it down somewhere and you feel naked without it. Do you guys have that? Like for me, it might be this. I feel a little bit naked without this, and it's only because I have a very sensitive pineal gland, I suppose. And so once I put these on, I just feel comforted. It's like a warm shower or a hug from someone on your forehead. I mean, I can rock without it. It's not gonna be too much of a problem. But I'm like, okay, where is it? Put it back on there. There you go. Do you guys have that? Do you guys have that? That security blanket. Haha. So funny. Years and years ago, a girlfriend of mine had a security blanket. It was very very like a literal blanket that was like she needed to have that. And one day I was like, you need to throw that out. You need to give up that security blanket. It was like a big day. You have to get rid of that. It's not. You gotta stand up on your own 2 feet. You can't. There's no security in this world. Yeah. You never know what's gonna happen. You can design a future. I get it. I teach magic. I get it. And but you can't order up every single aspect of your day. You get to pick out like highlight points. That's how the dream world works. You guys want exclusive TJ. What's his name? It's exclusive remix. Khalid. Um, Here's how the dream world works. Because you live outside of time. Literally, your being lives outside of time. You project yourself into places and events that are happening right now everywhere. And you just put yourself there. So when you're dreaming, what you're doing is, because you're outside of time, you're projecting yourself into what you could call today or next week. So you can go through this dream and go, okay, this is what I'd like to happen and lay it out tomorrow. And if you're focused enough, you can walk through your entire day, but you're not going to be able to remember 12 hours of a day. So what you do is you highlight certain points. You know what deja vu is? Deja vu is you had a dream of this happening. Why? Because you projected it. You go, deja vu, I think this has happened before. Well, of course it did. It happened in your head. But so the point is, for me, I'll highlight the fact that, hey, maybe today I'll go to the French Quarter and I'll go and sit by the river. I'll do that. Do I want to highlight that I'm going to get on the streetcar or the bus? Not really. I'll take either one. Do I want to have a quick trip there, and do I want to be how much of this can I control? How many if you're in the cockpit well, they call it a cockpit anyways, have a cocktail in the cockpit, if you're in there and there's all the buttons and everything, how much are you going to program? How much of your reality do you want to program? This is the Alan Watts bit where he says, the trouble with being God, when you recognize that you're God, you'll get bored. You get bored of knowing that every time I pull a card out, there'll be an ace of spades. You'll get tired of winning. And then you'll have to put a blindfold on and just say, I'm just gonna hit a button. Let me give me a random experience. And you keep doing that, and then you forget that you're God. And then you end up going, nothing works out for me. But then one day something happens, you go, oh wait, I just made that happen. I'm creating something. I'm the creator here. Rather than being created by something else and you being the subject of creation, you flip it backwards and you emit time. And you now you flip it over. And now you become the creator. And everything else becomes created around you. How you like that? Should I go get a different book? Because this asshole book, I think we played this one out. Yeah, we'll get a new one. Do you guys want? Do you guys want to talk about? Here's just what's next to me. We can talk about the ruins. When they say that the world that we live on is built upon ruins, like ruins, like something was broken and it was ruined. They're actually saying the world that we live in is based on ruins. Even our language, it's pretty much comes out of the Celtic. Yeah, let's see. And remember, the first letter is not A, it's B. Because it's birthing. It's creation through the birthing. Big on the bottom, small on the top. It's the belly of the mother. And the A became the auroch. Became a triangle stability that they put in front of the A. Okay, and then we have the Dawantari, which is fabulous. It's an Ayurvedic book. Or we have Plant Intelligence that I've been trying to read to you guys for the last 3 weeks. And I think this one I'm going to read. How do you feel about that? What's in my cup? Hey, what's up, Ninja? I just seen that. What's in my cup? It's I've been drinking hibiscus tea. That's my go-to. Hibiscus grape jelly because I just haven't gone and got sugar. So grape jelly, hibiscus, and then vodka. Vodka mixes well with everything. I can drink vodka anytime, anywhere, or light beer. I do, however, enjoy tequila around good company, and if it's a late night and it's going to be a bunch of absurdities, then whiskey. But I'm not really whiskey kind of dude. You try to live in a position without the phone. I get you on that. Like I don't have. Obviously, I use this as my income. This is my job. This is my work. This is what I do. So I have to have it. But when I don't have it, don't expect me to answer the phone. Like some people text me, call me, email me. I'm like, B, I'm on break. And if I'm on break, my 30-minute lunch break is 3 days. I'm good. I put my phone over. I mean, I carry my phone because, perhaps, I got my card in there or whatever. But like, am I pulling out my pocket every 10 minutes? No, I use it for music. But like, as a I mean, let's take this a step further though, and y'all can give me a thumbs up if you like. That's always welcome, and you can, hit that subscribe or whatever button. But I'm sure everybody here already is subscribed to me. So, what is the most vital thing in your life? What thing is a necessity that isn't quite a necessity? And so I would say the phone, right? Like you don't need it, but goddamn it, it's pretty fucking powerful. It's quite a powerful device. If you were in the Middle Ages, you'd have a sword. That would be your thing, right? If you were, maybe a horse would be very, very convenient. Like what's some people they live by their car, right? Their car is the most important thing because it gets them everywhere they need to be. I haven't had a car in years. I used to rely on vehicles. I used to shit when I was like 17. I owned 2 cars at once. Like kind of idiot am I? I had like an old fucking 1949 Chevy Deluxe and then my daily driver. I was like, because I just had money to spend on that shit. I was like delivering things and making just cheddar. Anyway, so like, okay, different time periods. What is the right now in your life? What do you rely on as a necessity more than anything? What couldn't you go a day without? What's up, Danny Skylark? Is that you? Hello there. Castlevania? No, I have not seen it. Oh, I'm about to check that out. Hey, hit me up on the email again and remind me to watch that. You had a Dodge Dart? What is that? An old? That's an old. What color? It's kind of like a gremlin, right? But back to that. But back to this question. I think this is a very important question people should consider. Think about all the things. Go through a day of yours. Just walk backwards with me, and go to the beginning of your day. I mean, I don't know what time it is where you're at. Some of you it's early, but maybe some of you watch this tomorrow. Um, could you go a day without water? So I mean, okay, that's an essential. So let's just get rid of that. Could you go a day without food? I already know food is not essential. Food is not an essential item for me. That's probably that's another level shit right there. And now liquid, alcohol, perhaps. I mean not alcohol, but just liquid in general. I like something to sip on. I need a little sippy cup. But out of necessities, I can go days without my phone. I can do without a computer. I can do without a television. What kind of things that fundamental to your existence? I've done fine without a car for I don't know how many years now. A white boat. You can't do without a white boat. Or you're saying that was like your Dodge Dart? Oh, the Dodge Dart is like a big ass car. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm confusing it with something else then. I thought it looked like the Gremlin. You know the Gremlin? It was an AMC Gremlin. You can't do without touch. Oh, Danny, I feel you, but somehow I've lived without that from another human being for quite some time now. I mean, yeah, when I see people, I'm gonna give them a hug or shake their hand. If I see a dog, I'm gonna play with it. But like, yeah, I hear you though. Yeah, but that's kind of essential. Like you're good. What's that song? I touch myself. Who did that? Who did that? Who was that song by? What's up? Amisi. What is that? Amisi Nandan? Water means memory or light. Yeah. The two words the two words are mem and ori. So mem and ori mean water and light. So water is the containment vessel. It's a vessel to carry light, which is the coding or the information. So think of it in the way that you think of through these walls behind me. There's electrical cords, and those electrical cords, there is there's the wrapping around the copper wire. The copper wire would be equivalent to the electricity that the sun is generating, and the rubber plastic, thing around it. That's equivalent to the water. It's a memory system. So when your body's full of water, and we go outside and we look into the light, we become an embodiment of memory. We're like memories of our ancestors. Everything is water and light. Like, uh, you're spitting out biophotons out of your eyes, not just collecting it from that source, but you're also, radiating energy, which is the light inside of the coding of memory is how you colors are a fractionated version of light. It's an angle or an angel. See, so light is clear, and then we start chopping it up, and then it becomes an angle or an angel. There's the angels of God. God is the Son of God. And then you create little fractions, which are frequencies, and then we put that into water, and it holds shape. And it becomes a crystal, it becomes your bones, it becomes you. It becomes the food, those fruits that are growing. Those are 90% water. and a bunch of memory from the stored up seed. So the seed, which is the nut, is connected to the lux. The lux is the sun. It's connected to the nut, which then grew the tree, and then it remembered how to do that again, because it was a coating of memory that as soon as you put water into it, it releases the nut. Whew. You're welcome. Yeah. Was that good? Was that right? Did I hit that one on the head there? Vortexing. We talk about vortexing and let me see if I get that book and I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah. You said Ra or Ka? Rockaba. So rockabilly? The rockaba? Yeah, it's a light has a. Let's see if I can explain this. I want to use the word centrifugal here. It'd be hard. It would be hard to explain without a diagram. Basically it's the male and the feminine. This is the old stuff that I put out for you guys. It's the male and the feminine, which is magnet for a feminine sucks in, and a male feminine sucks in, and a male pushes out electricity. And those are the two inverted pine cones that push into each other, and that's how we collapse this reality into a vortex, which is centrifugal, not centripetal, but centrifugal, and it sucks it into the center, and that's where that's collecting. You have this circle on top of your head here. This, if you were to, you've seen that little thing that spins the back. You have the same thing in your taint. So there's your male and feminine, your masculine and your feminine entry points into your body. And the thing down here is called the. Oh, it's right here. Let me see. It's right. It's on the here for you guys. It's called the conception vessel. Let me see. Is that right? Yeah. Conception vessel. It's the spot in your taint, right between for dudes, right between your nutsack and your butthole, and for chicks, right, the nice little spot you can push on, and it's also a really good pressure point. And if you have acupuncture needles, and you need to let out a lot of energy, put one there. Mm-hmm. That will decompress you. And if you're real fancy with it, you could take one of the and Danny, you should get it. Here's a little treatment, Danny. Get yourself a tuning fork. You got to get the right ones. I have the ones that I can play, but not the ones that do much for the body. Like I have a set of them over here somewhere. But if you get the ones that are made to reverberate, to have like rubber stoppers on the end, put that right there, and find the frequency of the root chakra, which is what, 369? Is that right? I think so, because 528's here, 417. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 369. Get that one. Put that right in the. It's the do re mi fa sol la ti. Put that one right there. How have I collected all this? Yeah. Yeah. What is it? What is it? Yeah. Autodidactic. Yeah. Most of it. I didn't. You're not collecting this information in school. I did go to college, a few colleges, but none of this is collegiate material. I'd be paid to be a PhD professor's professor. I take these things and I eat them. I eat books and watch videos, and I study relationships geometrically, right? Geometry of me to you and how things function. emotional codexes, how food works. A lot of it too came through the dream world too. That's a part that I don't really, it's hard to explain. Like, how do you know that? Well, I dreamt it. I fasted. I got out of body. I read a book over there. I had this experience that had nothing to do with this physical body, but I was tapping into something else. Ninja, yeah, the warm warm dark liquors. Where is that? If you have, like, right now I'm a little snotty because, like I told you, I've been hanging out with different people, and they all smoke. So it's like either got a cigar or a Philly or whatever the fuck. So that's what I've been doing lately. So I'm a little cloggy. So a hot toddy or whiskey with orange peel, nutmeg, cinnamon. That'd be, and lemon. Don't forget about the lemon, and maybe a little bit of honey. That would be helpful. But I should be okay by the end of the day. Yeah, I'm a is it Amicio Nandan? Amicio Nandan? Yeah, just it's just a whole like Ralph Smart, deep diving. Yeah, I guess it's just an experiential exploration of things. You don't like hot toddies? I don't mind them. Because usually whenever you drink them, you're already clogged up a little bit, so you're not really tasting it if you don't like it. Ah, too many yucky memories. Yeah, there's only two things that I don't like, and that's what's it called? Black House, which is a blackberry schnapps, because I had a fucking wreck of an evening on that. Um, so I can't really like, if I taste it, I'll fucking retch it. I will vomit. And I love Sunny D. I drink Sunny D and vodka all the time. But orange juice by itself, I can't do screwdrivers. Uh-uh. Daddy, you're so funny. Yeah, you got to assume everyone you know is a perv to some degree. Okay, everyone is autistic to some degree. Let's do the 1 to 10. You're autistic 1 to 10 somewhere. You're gay 1 to 10 somewhere, and you're a pervert 1 to 10. You gotta. how do you how do you express your perversions? I mean, if everyone's perverted, how perverted could anyone really be? I mean, obviously there's some things that are way fucking out of bounds. You know, dead bodies, babies, animals. Those seem to be like, I think we can throw those into the do not list. But other people's perversions, I don't know. Some people, like, I guess there's like a whole thing that people have. What is it called? Dendrophilia, when you have sex with a tree. But that came out of the witches because they were making dildos out of the trees and using the tree and covering the tree with psilocybin and getting off on that and flying on the broomstick. That's what it comes from. They're using a type of wood and a type of psilocybin to make a dildo, which was the broomstick. So I guess that's okay. And there's people that like the feeling of steel against their skin. There's people like plastic or latex. I can't even with latex. Like, okay, if a chick has, like, like Catwoman latex black on, there's something sexy about that. Lots of oil. That's cool. But, like, on my skin, no. Like, I can't even. I don't think I could. I really don't even think I could get off. I don't think I could bust a nut if I had a condom on. Like, I don't. Ninja, you said you've been having a recurring dilemma. Uh, you've even in your dreams you behave. Okay, interesting. I mean, I get it. Like, in some positions in your dreams, like, you're not gonna just go up and, like, I'm just gonna manhandle everything in this, and I'm gonna have, because you don't want your dream to just end up in a in an orgasm because you're gonna wake up. So you have to pace yourself in dreams. You take more chances because okay. Let me ask you this: if you can fly or at least levitate, then it will change. It will change completely everything. Because I almost exclusively, it's so crazy. I'm always levitating in my dreams. I always fly. I just sit there and levitate and just and it gives me a perspective on things, which changes my behavior when I interact with stuff. Because then I'm well aware that I'm in a dream, but also it's so heightened that I go, okay, if I'm in this body right here, this is my thought. If I'm in this body and I can levitate right out here, what could I really do? If I was just if I was just levitating on this guy, I would immediately be the second coming of Christ. You know what I mean? Everyone would be like, whatever you say. Sure. We were reading the book Assholes at the beginning. I would be an asshole, like, because I would have a power that no one else has. But when you do it in a dream, you get to assess things slightly different. You know, you get a different perspective. You could kiss a tree. Yeah, aware and unaware. Yeah, for me, it's very dependent on my ingestion before I go to bed. Like I know I've said before, it doesn't really matter because sometimes I could be super high, I could be super drunk, I could be stone sober, I could eat cheese because blue cheese is supposed to be good to lucid dream. To me, none of that shit matters. When I go to sleep and like in 2 hours, I'm in REM and it doesn't matter. I could be drunk as shit going to bed, and then wake up in the middle of a dream perfectly lucid and coherent and sober. And my brain functions at a high level in the dream, even though I was like, I went to bed, I was dented. And then I could wake up and I'll be slightly drunk in the morning, but the dream was like vivid, solid. But most people do have, like I was getting to, most people do have a sensitivity to whatever they consume before they go to bed. I would I would I would suggest people eat banana, blue cheese, not together. Maybe banana and blue cheese. That sounds really weird, but maybe good. Chocolate and banana will work. That helps with dreaming. Uh, some people say don't eat before bed because it affects dreams. I don't. It's not. That's never. Sometimes when I try to go to sleep and I don't eat, my energy is all up here, and so I can't fall asleep. If I eat something, immediately my energy goes into my into my stomach to digest, right? So I can get to sleep and then dream anyways. So I think it's really individual. Like I think it comes down to like some people will have a much better experience eating something before bed. Some people won't. Some people get so stuck into the body that they'll get into delta. So if you eat too much, your body will just go. You know how you have tryptophan. You have your turkey Thanksgiving, and you put your hand here, and you're like, I'm taking a nap in the afternoon. You've literally put all of the healing work and everything in your body is going to digest that food, and you're going to go into delta. You're going to zone out. So you gotta stay in like theta realms. So you got delta, theta, alpha, beta. So you gotta stay out of delta. Delta is deep sleep. It's very healing. You can heal your body, but you're not gonna remember a damn thing. You need to be in theta, which is just above delta, before you're awake. The book bullshit? No, I was talking about assholes. You got bullshit the book? Is that his other one? You had a dream that you got caught in John Shamanic? It's because we were talking about him the other day, and you were like, John Shamanic, I want to be playing in your hair. Ah, so you should. So it was the dream. So you should just went for it. Yeah, yeah. It's very interesting when you when you start to really get into your dream world and you become very lucid. It does this thing where here I could go 3 days, right? Live these 3 days here and have three out of body lucid journeys into the astral kingdom, and I'll have to sometimes ask myself like, is which one was more real? Like you caught that like, was I? Sometimes I'll look at my phone like, did I text her or did she text me? That kind of thing, or like, or did that happen in the dream? I had something so vivid happen, and I was certain it happened in this reality, except it was part of a dream. And then I've had other things. I was like, oh shit, that did happen in this reality. Like, man, this fucking living out the dreams. We say living the dream. Why do people say that? You're supposed to be doing that. Like my dream right now is fucking relaxing and talking to you guys. I don't want to. I don't. It's too peoply out there. It's too fucking hot today. I'm gonna go jump in the pool in a little bit, and that would be the size of it. You know. But you don't. If you said to someone, live your dreams, people are gonna be like, oh my god, there's all of these things that I want. Like, but you live forever, so just relax. Just take it day by day. Because you don't want to fill up one day. You don't want to overfill one day on all of your dreams coming true. Like if you're just like, I want this and this and this, and you just package it in one day. Why not just spread it out a little bit? What is a dream? Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm allowed to speak my dreams. Danny, you're in them. Yeah, in fact, actually though, in my dream world, I don't know that that I'm aware of. I've never come across you in the astral. Yeah, I there's like people that I'm just like I'd rather do this in this space, like this whole completely physical this thing. Like dreams are as solid and real as this to a degree, but there's no there's some sort of linear, and it's still there. It's gonna stay tangible where a dream just dissipates. I mean, it's like I could have the same dream every night if I wanted to, or play out something in a dream world that I was like, all right. But the dilemma there is it's too much. It's not interconnected. What do you mean by this? It's like here I have choice, and you on that side of the screen, you all have choice. In a dream, it's my dream, and then you become that God thing, and everything just starts to everything you say. This is what we're doing, and it becomes a little bit okay, that's cool. Can somebody else influence it? Can you entertain me today? I don't know what I want. I feel, in a dream is like this. I know what women feel like. I know what women feel like when you ask them, what do you want for dinner? Where do you want to go eat? That is that's what I deal with, and what humans deal with in dream world. We go, I don't fucking know. There's anything? That's too much. Like if I say, where do you want to eat? You're like, I don't know. This is why you have to get. I'm gonna give you guys a little clue here. Uh, for your wife, for your girlfriend, whatever. Don't ever ask them where they want to eat. You say, would you like to eat at? And then pick their favorite restaurant, something new, and then something that you want. Do that. You'll win every time. You know what women feel like when you smoke too much weed? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for me, weed is very, very temperamental to the varietal. It's weed is not. You can't just say I. You can't just say I smoke weed anymore. Growing up, you could say I smoke weed, and everybody knows what that is. You're smoking a joint, and you're high. It's happy. It's this. Maybe a little bit of anxiety. Maybe comfortable. Maybe goofy. Maybe forget something. That's easy. Now you go, well, what kind of weed is that? It's like a whole. You can't just call it weed anymore. It's not even the same. It's not even the same stratosphere. It's not even the same. You can't. If I say, do you want some tea? Yeah, you know what fucking tea is. I'm gonna give you a cup of tea. Like, is it green? Is it black? I mean, you might not like it. But when you say weed, you're like, I don't know, dude. What is that is it a hybrid? Is it a fucking sativa? What are we doing here? Am I gonna want to take my brains out of my skull and wring it out, or am I gonna sit here and laugh? I mean, what are we looking at? Am I gonna sit here and not be able to get off the couch? You get whatever's cheapest at the dispensary. Daddy, is it more like, do you want dessert or me? uh, well, because I'm me, I'm gonna pick both. I'll put orange sherbet on your in your general vicinity and consume it, I guess. I don't really do the food sex thing, but I would give it a shot. It's too much of a mess. It's too much of a cleanup. Like I'm not just throwing down. I'm not putting plastic sheets down, and I don't feel like doing laundry every day. Sativa's the go-to? Yeah, I mean, the movie The Matrix. If I got to if somehow that instead of you know whatever the hell his name is, uh, Keanu, if I was starring in that movie, it would have never taken place because one of the person said, "Do you want the red or the blue pill?" I would just be like, "Oh," and just take them both. Then what happens? It'd be a completely different trajectory of a story. You're saying, so this one I don't have to. I just go back to eating steak and not know anything. This one I can see how. Okay, well I'll take both. Why wouldn't you? Okay, Morpheus. And also, if someone just walks up to you and hands you drugs, if they don't take it with you, can you trust that drug? Maybe the whole movie was, can Morpheus be trusted? Why do you got to give him a pill? Why do you got to do that? Why does he got to be a drug dealer? Like, did you take one? How did you know how this works? Where'd you manufacture this shit? They just, I don't know, they're like, oh, here's 2 pills. Like, what? So, did they make it in the Matrix or outside of the Matrix? Or is it, what, how does... Yeah, that purple pill, yo. The purple pill with the yellow on it. What's that, the old Eminem song? Eminem? Marshall Mathers. Marshall. What is the purple pill? Is that for depression or for lack of getting a hard on? Which one is that? Sativa with the oh yeah, I do I do like a lot. I like CBD a lot. It's like a weed light. It's like you know that you're not gonna have any sort of uh, somatic psychic kind of you just yeah I'll just yeah I like the taste of it and it gives you enough of a body buzz. Is that what it's called? It is that is what it's called. I can see the commercial. Is it? Don't. Does anybody else find this as troubling as I do? That in America, I don't know where the rest of y'all live. 'Cause other places you're not allowed to do this, which is crazy. But do you understand there's like an opiate and pharmaceutical like the amount of pills that we take in this country is way out the box. Why? Because they put it on TV and people are like, oh, I've got a problem. I can just, and they're spending all this money on marketing to get you to go and buy their drugs. Other countries are not allowed to do that. Other countries do not have anywhere near the drug problem that the United States has. Oh, it's for acid reflux? Yeah, I don't know anything. So anybody, if you ever have if you have a stomach issue, don't take Pepto-Bismol. Don't do it. It's no good. You got to do the opposite. It's quite it's everything is the opposite of what you think it is. If you got that, you feel like you need that Pepto-Bismol, eat lemon. You're like, that's gonna add more acid. Yeah, that's what you need. You're not digesting something, so you don't want to put that pink chalky shit in you. What is it? Why is it pink? What the hell's going on? Where is there any pink food? There's only like one or two things that might be pink. It's like a couple flowers and like I don't know. Is there any pink food out there? It's probably grown in Japan. Oh yeah, I mean, it's crazy thinking about last show I was doing was called what did I do? What did I do on asymptomatic Munchausen's by proxy? If you don't know what Munchausen's by proxy is, it's somebody that will tell you that you're sick until you actually psychosomatically start vibrating at sickness. So, I mean, initially they'll just tell you you're sick, which is asymptomatic, which means you're not really sick. But they're going to convince you, and then it's called Munchausen's by proxy. So that proxy means like you're going to get sick because they keep telling you. And so growing up, that was definitely part of my household, and the amount of I'm thinking of where my spice cabinet is, and in the spice cabinet in my house where I keep spices, was all drugs. Was all the little red, was orange pill containers with the white tops. You know what I'm talking about? It was all that. I'm just like, how? What is all of this? I mean, think. I mean, shit. I don't know the last time I've had any prescription medication of any sorts. 20 some years. I mean, I've probably done something recreationally for fun that was a prescription, but oh man, prescription, Jesus. The only prescription drug I do is probably alcohol. I can't think of anything else that I have any weird. I'm not anywhere addicted to much of anything. I probably was for a while addicted to what's that stuff called that we used to eat all the time back in the day? Vagina. Probably for a while that was an addiction. Now I just maintain sunshine. Sunshine is my addiction, even though I know I'm not going outside right now. This is a little too hot. Sunshine is my addiction. Good conversation, good company, strange people. I don't. Quality artwork, music. Music is an addiction of mine, I would say. Yeah, music and liquor. I mean, I think I'd rather drink beer, but liquor is just way cheaper, and you can get a buzz quicker. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, the slice of lime in any beer makes it immediately taste like Fruit Loops. Even the doctor, what do you say? Even the doctors go to AA. Yeah, like I go to AO. Alcoholics obvious. I mean, we've talked about this before, but how ridiculous AA is. Because first of all, you're not anonymous. Second of all, it's based it's a religious organization. Third of all, you're you're doing the worst thing you could do to yourself, which is every day claim that you have a problem, and you by labeling yourself something, you become a victim of that substance. See, I like alcohol. I like being drunk, but because I don't have because I won't because there's no label required because I can go without it. It's like I could go with I go out. It's like going without my phone. Like, okay, you eat every day. You this every day. What if you went to EA, Eaters Anonymous? You know, people are fully, completely addicted to food to a degree that's obscene. I'm addicted to bacon. Bacon Eaters Anonymous. Call it Bay. Bacon Eaters Anonymous. You got to think of it from a psychological standpoint. If you keep telling yourself that you are something, you'll become that. You'll be that. So don't you can't put yourself in a position to like I don't call myself fat. Why? Because I'm not fat. I don't want to be. I don't call myself certain things because that's not what I want to be. Right? I mean, occasionally you gotta have some self-deprecating humor and call yourself a goofy tard, whatever. You know, you gotta have that. But as a general rule, you should have a quality self-healing talk. The better you think about yourself, the better every cell in your body will listen to you. They'll be like, oh, okay. Is that what it is? Of course it is. You're controlling the spaceship. Please lick her. Who am I licking right now? Uh, Chilada with tapatilla? Yes. I can't do the salt on the rim, Danny. No, I pretty much across the board gave salt up. I put it on some things. You know, you got to spice your foods with a little salt and pepper. You got to have the S&P 500 on there. Haha. Dude, hey Danny, what are you talking? Where did you come up with this thing Kumbaya? Hey, do you know who Hobson is? Yo, Danny, look it up right now. The rest of you, I think, did I tell you guys listen to this yesterday? See, this is where my realities kind of mold together. Go listen to Hobson, Hopsin, and the name of the song is Kumbaya. That's fucking, it goes hard. Highly suggest it. Yeah, yeah. People don't like. What do they say? Strong men make for good times. Good times make for weak men. And nobody wants a challenging something. They don't want a struggle. But if you've been through enough struggle, you deserve a fucking break. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your life has been a mental challenge or if a physical challenge will show up as a virtue in I could flip a car over. But instead, my mind is like, I can flip a car over with my mind. You see, the challenges that you get are equated to the solution. You become stronger for having endured obstacles. And why would you do that? To then become rich. That's the trick. You go, I know once I'm rich, I'll become a rich asshole. And then but the point was, I don't want to be poor, I don't want to be broke, I don't need any of that. But I don't want to become that. But might as well. I've done this too for too, and you go in this. That's how life works, man. You go through that little struggle, being broke, poor, and like weak, and then you're strong. And as soon as your strength is gained, that's the eclipses. That's summer solstice, and it just cycles around. You get the wisdom after what did Mother Nature do? She's the greatest teacher because she gave you the test, and then gave you the lesson. School does it the other way around, you see? They'll tell you how something works. They'll tell here express this, and then we'll test you later. Well, it's just like just fucking do it, and then you'll figure it out. You'll learn quicker. Ninja, you know Hobson, yeah? Yeah, Danny, we gotta work on that. Danny, get she legit. Get a fucking go to Amazon. Go to Amazon right now. I don't have it. I'll buy it for you. You got monies? I don't know. I got a couple bucks on me. Go to Amazon. Get she legit. It's a living mineral pitch. Your mineral deficiency is probably caused by your consumption of salt. Oddly enough. Remember Andrew Norton Webber? He did a whole thing on the crimes of salt. Because they're inorganic, means they don't have a carbon bond, and they're unusable by the human body. All salt will do when it's inorganic, meaning the rock salt, the sea salt, and all this shit, all that's going to do is help your body maintain water weight, because the water is going to get into your body and try to remove the salt. Salts are different when they're inorganic or organic. That's a chemistry term, not was it built from nature. Organic and inorganic just means is there a carbon bond that makes it bioavailable and usable by the body. That's how you see people say salts and minerals and vitamins. Can anybody legitimately tell you what a vitamin or a mineral is, or what a salt is? It's different. Lick all this. Use salt liquor. Go eat some salt right now. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you as I've explained this before to people. Go take 2 tablespoons of salt and eat it. Except don't do that, because your kidneys will lock up and you'll die. Yeah, I think it's about 2 tablespoons. I'm pretty sure. Or go to that tree right there, and whatever's hanging on it that has all sorts of salts in it that are the same except living, you can eat as much of that as you want. What do you choose? You eat the orange? Do you eat what the tree is growing? Or do you go out to the sea, and when you put it in your mouth, and say if you're at sea and you're on your ship and you get a cup of water out of the sea and you drink it, you're going to dehydrate yourself and kill yourself. So how do you think it's working any different? You can't. You have to drink clean water, no salt. The salt's going to dehydrate you and remove living minerals from your body. Whatever you think a mineral or a vitamin or nutrition is. What's up, Christos? Ha 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 ha. Nice. What's up, Lucid Lioness? What are you doing? Is this who I think it is? Did you change your name? Because I'm like, okay, who's got a wrench here? Yeah, you did change your name. I forgot about that. What's up, yeah? Oh, super champ. Fucking thank you, dude. I appreciate that. And also thank you for sealing it this time. Oh, fucking I appreciate it, man. Yeah. You don't retain water. Yeah, let me think about this. You're gonna have to reveal a little more of your diet to me. Like, what do you consume on a daily basis? What else are you doing? Then we can figure that out. Uh, Oopsie. I mean, are you doing any recreational shit? I mean, we could talk about it after. Excuse me, I spilled some of my drink. I'll be right back. I need to get a towel. Hold up. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Haha, super, super. Hey, everybody! Why did everybody come through at one time with all the wrenches? What up, hippie? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I forgot you changed your name. Yes, yes, yes. I know who you are. That's not how I refer to you. I refer to you by your name. Anybody want to have a drink with me? Little Svetka. Is it? Is it? Wait, wait. Is it bionic? Are you talking to me? Is what bionic? Ew. See, that's children. That's why you do not smoke crack. I'm kidding. I don't smoke crack. That's weird. I wonder. I do wonder about like substances like that. Uh, like maybe they're lying to you. Maybe heroin and crack are like access to another dimension. Like for real. Maybe. Oh, oh yeah, you know what's up with the She Legit. Yeah, Danny, you got to get on that. You got to get the She Legit. Get the Yeah, is Christopher here? How come I don't see his comments? Why does this shit happen? You all can see Christopher Lee's comments. I'm not seeing it. I swear to fucking shit that I thought this was. I thought I cleared this up on this channel. Ah. Hi, Christopher. Um. Also, get the when you get the She Legit, get the. I prefer get the mineral pitch that's gooey. Don't get the dried version. Oh, does it? Yeah, yeah. What does it? What does it taste like though? Oh man, it has got to be maybe the most bitter thing next to woodworm, and what else? There's a couple green bitter elements, but She Legit is up there on. It's like smoking. It's like smoked bitter, fucking. It's like licking like an ashtray. It's a really really absurd taste. Oh, you put them in so you don't have to taste it. See, for me, I got a jar of it, and I want to know what I'm doing. So I appreciate bitter elements, like super like mixed drinks. You put the bitters in. I mean, the reason you made them that way, the reason people make them that way, you got gin and then your bitters. That's a health drink. People go, oh, gin and bitter, like that's drinking alcohol. Like no, that's actually if you get a good quality gin and a good bitter, like you're giving yourself, you're adding years to your life. I couldn't imagine making that though, like using She Legit as a. Well, I don't know. I guess you know what they do these days. They take and light like cherry on fire, and then they put the glass over it and let it consume the alcohol, get inside the glass, and you get a smoky. So I think maybe I can use that as a bitter. I guess she legit drink. Because didn't they do that just a little while ago when they started putting charcoal and everything? They put charcoal in lemonade, which makes no sense to me. It's like cool, you got lemonade, but it's black. You're destroying the property of what the food's gonna do. You take charcoal to basically bind with things and remove poison from the body. You wouldn't take it with lemonade. Anyways, haha. Oh yeah, the wormwood. Have you ever made a wormwood tea and just drank it? Like, the next day you could. It's almost as I would say it's probably worse than turpentine or even sage. Turpentine, you get the terp burps. Like 5 hours later, you're like, ugh. Yep. You're like smelling your armpit. Like, yeah, that's turpentine. Wormwood. The next day, you'll have a. you can't get the flavor out of your mouth at all. When I first got into herbology and whatever, I was like, oh, cool, these things will help me dream, and I got into all the different, herbal things. And I would make tea, and first time I'm like, obviously I'm an idiot. I overdo everything. Took that wormwood. I was like, there was nothing in the world that would get that flavor out of my mouth. Take a spoon of raw honey, mint, whatever. I was like, nope, still tastes like wormwood. Shit'em bark? What are you, what are you talking about, shit'em bark? The quinine? Yeah, quinine is where it's at. That's the other one. Quinine, it comes from what the fuck is the shit that when everybody was supposedly had the thing that you can't say on here, and then your boy came out and said everyone should be taking this supplement. It was like a drug, but it was a pharmaceutical variety of quinine, which is the bitter element that glows in the dark that you put in gin and tonics. But it comes from. Are you gonna make me go get the herb right now? It's sitting right there. I can see the. There's a different. I'm gonna have to go look. Let me see what it's called. Oh, is it quinine? Oh, there you go. I know. I've shown you guys my goodies before. Showing you my cabinet. It's called cinchona bark. That's what you're looking for. Cinchona bark. This is what will give you quinine. And if you use this, rather than getting tonic water from the store. So tonic water in the store now is made all artificially, and you can use any kind of bitter you want in it. But the old stuff that was made with this, which has quinine in it, it glows in a black light. And I've gone over the whole story of this, but it has to do with, like, what is it called? Lucifer face? Lucifer? It basically means glowing or light. Like Lucifer is the son of the morning star, Venus, blah, 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 whatever. But this stuff makes something that glows. Very good for your blood. Clean you right up. Nobody has commercialized organic root beer. Because there's a couple elements. Funny enough, sassafras. Because you could, from sassafras, this right here will make you MDMA. I don't know if it makes you MDMA or MDA, but it's similar. So you can't get root beer anymore with sassafras in it. It's like a drug. Like, you can get it, obviously you get it as an herb, but they don't put it in root beer anymore. And it's the same thing they did with because root beer was a medicine, right? The same thing they did with what is that shit called? I was talking about this the other day too, and I forgot it again. The absinthe. That's what they use wormwood, Dijon, absinthe, green fairies. sassafras, root beer, MDA. There you go. So there, some places they have like, you can't own this plant. Charcoal and diatomaceous earth. Yes. Yeah, that will rid you. Hey, Danny, maybe you need to. Maybe have you. My first thought is this: that maybe you're one of those people that. Um, I'm not saying you're one of those people, but people have this need to be overly clean. So you know how they say, always be cleansing. The ABCs of life: always be cleansing, always take care of yourself, always. If you do that too much, you'll get rid of not only the bad bacteria but the good bacteria in your body. So if you're always doing the healthy choice, sometimes it will make you unhealthy because you haven't added enough types of healthy bacteria back to your system. Like yes, ferments and things like this, sauerkrauts and yogurts and whatever. When's the last time you put some yogurt up your ass? Legitimate question. I know it comes off if I'm saying a joke. Like I could stand in front of like 10 people and say that, and they laugh, and I'm like, I'm not joking. Have you put yogurt up your hoo-ha, in your vagina, in your butthole? Have you eaten some yogurt? Have you? Maybe a sauerkraut juice enema might be good. I don't know. The horse dewormer. That's right. That's right. That was the thing. Yeah, Joe Rogan did that too. See, he actually got the he got the pharmaceutical grade. Sure, it's gonna work, but there'll be side effects from it. Just take that shit right there. Oh yeah, yeah, Ninja. You got it. Yeah. So you start brewing. I've made. Look, it's not too hard. Just look up a old root beer recipe. Look for it. You want sassafras and sarsaparilla. Those two S's. Very good. Get those. Oddly enough, good root beers have mint, cardamom, cinnamon. I forget what the base is, but it's. I've made. Make yourself syrup. Make yourself a root beer syrup and a cola syrup, and you get yourself a cola nut. And you just look up the old recipes and get those herbs, and then make the syrup, and then have yourself and then make yourself tonic water, and you add that, and you're good. Like that right there, root beer, tonic water, and then throw yourself some your flavor of choice. I would just use vodka, so that way it doesn't destroy the flavor profile. But that way it never goes bad, and you get yourself a what is it? A carbonator. It's funny. I just seen one on the Instagram today. It's like this weird little thing that you put in the end of a hose, and it's just, I don't understand how it works, but it's basically like a little stone that you put into the beer to make it bubbly. It's a carbonator. Just have one of those, and you're good to go. Fresh, healthy, mixed drinks all day. Fuck yes. You craving a pizza? I'll fucking get a pizza then. Fuck you doing? Okay, if you order one, I'll order one. What am I getting? What's the flavor? Who am I getting? I really want Little Caesars. Maybe this is not a popular opinion, but I think Little Caesars deep dish, the Detroit style, is fucking heaven. It's one of the best pizzas I've ever eaten. Oh, the kimchi? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, kimchi is up there for me. I haven't had kimchi in a while. Yeah, it's so funny. All the things I talk to you guys about and tell you about, I rarely do. I have all the herbs and I have all the cool shit, and it's like I kind of just wait until I'm bored, and I'm like, all right, I'll be very healthy for like 3 or 4 days before I eat fried food and deep fried pizza. No, but you've used your urine on your vagina. Well, that's where it comes from. It's right there. You might as well just, whilst you're doing that, also play a little DJ Diddles down there. Ibra, ibra, ibra. I use on your butthole too. I mean, of course, of course. Pee in the butthole is very very healthy, very good for cleansing. And also Domino's. Yes, I I I remember growing up, Domino's tasted like cardboard, and then they changed the recipe, and now I'm 100% behind Domino's. Double mushroom. That's what I get from Domino's. Double mushroom. It's like, I think it's like 6.99 if I go pick it up. No, it's 5.99 if I go pick it up. But it's kind of fucking hot. So that's the thing about delivery now. It's like if I order from them, it's gonna be $4 just for the delivery, and then I'm gonna over tip. So like, I'm into that for 15 bucks. If I walk there, it's only 7 bucks. See, don't give a motherfucker like me money. I mean, give me money, but it would make me a little lazy. I would. Do you want to watch me become a slob? You want to watch me become a fat slob? Have I ever consumed female cum squirt? Um, as far as I know, yes. Some people say like, "Oh no, they're just pissing," and they're like, "No, it's different. I know what piss tastes like. That's not piss." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's a whole different thing. I mean, I get how some women feel because they're look. Here's how it works with some women. They do actually piss, but it's because they're so comfortable and they're releasing, and they feel like that's squirting because that is part of their orgasm to urinate. But there is a separate thing there. There's a whole separate channel of elixir. I mean, come on. If a chick is sitting on my face, she's gonna have a hard time not squirting all over me. But I can actually taste them right now. Your grandma used to make you old-fashioned sarsaparillas. Is it plasma? I see. I don't know. I can't. The chemistry and biological blah 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 whatever it is. It's something different. Danny, can you confirm or deny what I'm saying here? Like, do you squirt? Can you squirt? Do you like when you have a fucking because there's multiple orgasms. There's three different types of that I know of. That is the books that I've read and the women that I've heard speak. There's three different kinds of orgasms. But then there's also the like the piss fluidium and the oh my god, I'm fucking squirting right now. So yeah, is that, can you confirm or deny what I'm saying here on the women's orgasm front? See, like someone would be like, nah, no, we just pissed it on you. Or they're like, no, 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 that's not piss. So I think the women that say that they're pissing on a dude have a bad attitude and aren't open and receptive to actually having a proper orgasm. I think that's what it is. I think it's a block. They're like, there's no way you're not doing that. Fuck that dude. He's a so I'm gonna piss on him. Where other women are like open to and they have an actual squirty orgasm. I think that there's a big difference. I think it's a mental thing. And so like, there's no way that's not, that has to be piss. Was like, no, no, I actually just feel, I'm just happy with myself and enjoy the fact that this person is also having pleasure and giving me pleasure. They're like, that's not possible. So Danny, you didn't answer the question, but also, what are we getting here? Are we getting Domino's, or I really want Little Caesars. It's expensive. It's delivery is expensive on it. It's farther away than I need to be. It used to be free, and then they started charging $7 for delivery. I'm not willing to do that. Out of I have my, unless I was ordering like a big order, I'm not paying $7 for delivery. You think it's, yeah, I think there's something, there's it's similar. You know, I think it's similar plasma, but something else. Because I mean, you wouldn't even know that squirting was a thing unless someone told you. I mean, if it happened, it usually happens when you're inside of a chick and you're not really, it becomes a sloppy wet mess down there. And you just take it as, oh, that's part of sex. But then recently it's like a big thing. I would assume that there's women that have never really fully experienced like that top notch orgasm. They get the little clitoral stimulation, but they're not catching the the oh my god, and my fucking legs, her legs are vibrating and her toes curl and she like shits the bed. That was not an Amber joke there. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you lose control of all motor function and you accept that how good it feels. Danny, you never have, for real? All the more reason to come to New Orleans, even if it's just for a little while. I, I'm not saying I'm the greatest. I'm just saying I think you wouldn't be upset with showing up. I think maybe I think it would change the way you viewed the world. Oh, that's so funny. A friend of mine was like saying she wants to go to like one of those classes where they women all get a mirror out and just look at their vagina and like, look at you down there. It's nice to see you. It's a it's a pleasure. Danny, I think I might have perhaps seen you have an orgasm ish before. And that was from a long distance too. That was from a million miles away. Yes, I know I'm retarded. Mm. Oh, that's what I need. Let's keep this party going. Ooh, what we done here? What kind of wonderful mistakes can I make today? Should I just hang out with you guys, or should I go into public and do the peopling thing? There is definitely. I mean, sometimes sometimes servicing yourself is the better option. Sometimes it's like who's gonna do this better than me? But when there's a reciprocity of energy, if like you're if you got that, if you got both that kundalini working and you're practicing Kama Sutra, the art of, that's a whole different thing. That's like that's multiplying energies. Give me 1 second. I'm right back. But what do you mean? Danny, what are you saying? What are you saying that happens daily and you don't even have sex? What does that even mean? Like you could just get off on reality, or you're saying like you just masturbate? Like, there's got to be like with proper breathing practice, you can get close. With substances, you can definitely get close. But like, there has to be physical contact. You're not just getting off. You're not just walking around going, "Oh, fuck it." Oh. Yeah, that's, I guess, I think that I think there is a big gap between people that practice that celibacy, but say they're being tantric and do not involve themselves either in masturbating or relating with other people, and what really an orgasm is. I think they're just in denial of how good sex is, because there's nothing comes close. It's not. You can't just be like, well, I'm just happy the way I am. I'm comfortable, and I'm good, and I'm really enjoying my space, and I don't need all of this out here. Yeah, right. I'm saying just because connected to the sex and the orgasm and the intimacy was also everything that was beyond that you didn't like. So you associate, this is association problem. You're associating sex with the dilemma that occurs afterwards. Oops, I got knocked up. Oops, we're fighting all the time. All that shit that goes on, whatever the hell it is. You associate that with the intimacy of sexuality. So people that go like, "Oh, I'm tantric," I practice. I understand not getting off and cycling the energy within me. But if you really think you're getting off by just walking around, I disagree. It's not happening. What are you talking about? What? No zooming? Ninja. That's what condoms and birth control. Yeah, I'm 100% anti condom. I don't condemn anything. But I don't like them. They don't work. I mean, they work for their job, but not me. I gotta trust somebody more than that to be that intimate. Like, I'm not. What am I gonna do? Put a fucking remember a Naked Gun when he puts a whole body condom on? Then don't touch me. Don't kiss me. Don't get near me. If you would kiss me, you would fuck me. If you'd shake my hand, you would suck my dick. Just a matter of course. But yeah, the birth control thing. There's a there's an herb called pennyroyal. Most people wish they knew about this a long time ago. It's basically Plan B for smart people. Penny Royal. Just after you have sex, drink a lot of that. It's an herb you make tea out of. It's basically a contraceptive. Use the spray shit for the spermicide and some Penny Royal. What are you telling me to shut up about? Oh, you're telling Ninja to shut up. Uh, your poems turn you on? Well, hey Danny, like I told you, what, yesterday? I have not listened to any of your online activity, so I don't know. I have not heard your poetry. I've heard some of it. I'm gonna put my unicorn bun on today. Is that? Can we do this? Is this fabulous? Is this ridiculous as possible? Yes, I know. Yeah, I've only done this once. I think I never worn it out this way. Is this too stupid to wear out in public? Or can I get away with this? Is this all right? Gotta kind of do one of those things. I don't know. I guess I could do that. Fucking stupid. The unbun. Danny? Are you writing or reading poetry? Hey, Danny? What are you doing right now? And I would ask everybody else here, but apparently they're in the background. Just listening to me flirt with Danny and entertain Ninja at the same time. It's really it's interesting to me. We were talking about this the other day too. The kind of people, like, if you see a picture of someone and you're on your Bumble or your whatever dating app or whatever the fuck, or you look at somebody on Instagram, um, they they don't, when you meet them, they don't necessarily look like what you think they look like, right? They don't at all. It's like, getting catfished, right? But that's happening everywhere. So it's really weird. It's really like, I'm always like, I wonder. I've seen this person online. I've seen this person, you know, in so many facets through this thing here. Are they actually gonna radiate that same? Are you going to give me that same energy when you're in reality? Are you going to look that way? I mean, it's pretty clear. This is what the fuck I look like. It's not going to change. I didn't shower. I just got up. I smell like fucking. I smell like fucking, but I did not fuck. But I do smell like a bucket of fucking horse piss, vodka, and some ramen noodles. But that's the thing. I was like, huh. I wonder if I'd actually be attracted to this person in real life. Because there's a few people that I've met that off of line, whatever, that no, they did not. They were not the energy. They did not look like. They had nothing. I'm like, and other people actually in person were way more betters. You know what I mean? Like, they were like, I was like, oh, you actually undersold yourself here. Haha, Ninja, they jacking off of my voice. I have to assume that. I mean, I don't like to. I hate thinking about that but it's an inevitability, right? If you're good looking, if you have a sexy voice, if you got whatever, someone is definitely, to you, without question. And I know that because people have told me they do. And I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. I'll be here just talking about stuff that I know. Danny, that's the point. I don't need to listen to your poems, but I want to hear you say them to me. I don't want to see you saying it on here to everyone else. I want you to whisper that in my ears. I want you to hold me when I'm having a bad day. I want you to cuddle me. I want you to do the big spoon sometimes. Hmm. If anybody needs any lessons in what up, Matthew? S about to step out. Okay. I don't even know what that means, but what up, Matthew? I don't know what we're talking about. It's every time Danny comes here, it just turns into me hitting on her and flirting with her for a little while. And I assume that I assume that people can learn from the game that I do or do not have. Let's see if it manifests into something. So breakfast today was a bag of popcorn, and who eats popcorn for breakfast? I do. That's what keeps me in shape. This is why I'm so fucking fantastical. What's that song? Walking around in circles, circles. That's a oh, is it a band too? It's called something Circle. I forget the name of that one. Yeah, we should probably if we're gonna do this kind of shit, we should probably just get the we should probably just get that Zoom. I should get the Zoom again. Yeah, what's up, Ninja? You wanna get these people to throw on it. Let's get the Zoom going again. Because on the Zoom that it only allows like 40 minutes, and with one person now, it used to be like an hour, and you can have up to five. But unless you pay for it, we get that Zoom going again. That'd be better because that way I can take a break and you cocksuckers can talk to each other. Danny, what are you talking about right now? Did I miss something here? Danny just went off on you. Only met one. I only meet one worthy. Does everyone that come here to my channel have like basically like trauma in their life? Is that what I'm here for? Everybody else's gigantic gifts of early childhood and late life trauma, and I have to be like some sort of uh, sociology psychology thing for people. Is that what it is? I accept it. A lot of you weirdos come here. I like it. Yeah, it reminds me of me. I always like every time they're like, well, I don't know what are we talking about? I don't know what that has to do with anything, but sure. You only met one. You only meet one? Do you mean like meet? Like you used to want? Do you just have like some random, some like random computer generated word machine that you just hit a button and it just says something, or is this literally what you're typing? we need John Shamanic here just to decode whatever the fuck you're saying. We've come to that conclusion. With that, Ninja, thank you. Yes, the unofficial official Doctor Penguin. I accept that. Can I be a doctor? Can I be a Doctor Alpaca? As long as it's an alpaca doing the work. I don't know if I want to be a penguin. They seem too cold, and they waddle. I'm not. I only like ducks that waddle. Penguins are not my speed. Hey, let me go piss. Should I drink my piss today? Should I piss on camera? Like, I'm not gonna piss on camera, but should I just? Because some people don't. They think I'm just saying it to get other people to drink urine. Because I would get some sort of like happiness out of fooling you or something. Should I drink piss today? Yeah, I think I should. Hold on. I think I got this thing here. Oh wait, there's vodka in there. Fucking nice. Good day, good day. What's funny is I know you guys just heard me fart because I've listened to my videos and like, you when I'm in my kitchen. Yes, the audio still works. Okay. Perfect. All right, I'll be back. You gonna go to the Top Gun movie? It got good reviews. We've been talking about that for a little bit, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's worth to go to the movie. Does he want to go, or do you want to go? Do you want to see old Tom Cruise? Wait, there's a new Thor out? Dude, if you have a choice between Thor and Top Gun, tell your son I don't agree with this. Tell your son I don't agree with his decision. Here, Tom Zen said that's a no-brainer. You go with Thor. You don't go with Top Gun. What do you mean? John's been trying to go. I'm easily contactable. I'm right here. I give everybody my email. I have an Instagram. I don't know. There's that popcorn right there. Got it. Yeah, I mean, well, fucking, where the fuck is he? I'm right here. What up, John Shamanic? Do I have any plans for 2030? Do you mean 2023? Or 2030? Well, hey Matthew, you think Thor's about to? You think they're about to go? Do you think they went the way of like they got to cast it the right way and they got to have more bisexual, transvestite lesbians that are hybridized with monkeys and crossbred having anal sex with unicorns? Is that what you're saying? Oh, are you feeling your age? Is that what's happening here? Halfway to 88? Are you feeling old? I don't think I got it. The solution to whenever you have a popcorn kernel stuck in your teeth, eat more popcorn. It's kind of like it's kind of like if you have a hangover, just drink more. You feel like a penguin? I don't know. I don't. It was weird. I used to think that a duck um wouldn't be soft until I got to pet one. When you get to pet a duck, oh man, they're actually squishy and soft. It's not just like because I have duck feathers. I have all sorts of different animal feathers, but I've never. I was like, so it's gonna feel like that? Like, no, they're so soft. They're so comfy. They're like I mean, I get it. I got pillows over here that are made of down. So, like the feathers from whatever animals those are. So, but I said, yeah, I mean, from that, it would make sense that they're soft. Soft quacks. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Soft ducks pettings. Soft duck pettings. Did I just drink my piss? A little bit of it. Not a lot because I did eat last night and this morning, like in the middle of the night. Drunkenly ate a bunch of like sodium rich uh, ramen noodles and some other bullshit, and then popcorn. So the flavor was not on par with what I require. But after I drink enough of this, it'll be perfect. Oh man, wow, I'm not thinking that far ahead. Oh, the Doctor Strange was out too. Okay, so what's going on here? So you've got three choices. You got Doctor Strange, Thor, and Top Gun. Then your kid wants to go watch Top Gun. You gotta do something about that. Is not enough male influence? Is this a problem? Because isn't the whole movie about the two homos? I mean, you got Thor, which is a man's man, right? And Doctor Strange, right? He's doing all sorts of space time craziness. Then you got Top Gun, Tom Cruise piloting, skiing, jacking off two dudes while on a racehorse. I don't know. I can't. I don't see why it could. I don't see how it could be good. I love reading the comments because I don't get all of them. So Danny says I didn't block you, but I don't know who you're talking to, so I can't jump in here. And also, I really like my hair like this, so I think I'm going to make this my. Are you guys good with this? Can I make this my look now? Can this be my shit? Can this be my thing? I'm a big fan of it. I like it. That's what we're doing. Hey, welcome to 2 hours in here. 2 hours of education. Well, that was the first part, and then hilarity and engagement with all of you. If you guys want to, you always can email me, theoluminous at Gmail. And if you want to, throw some coins into my bucket. You can do that. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Look in the description box. It's TSAR capital XEN. That's this guy. Yes, I'm well underpaid for what I provide, but I do it anyways because that's the love that I have for assisting humanity. Danny, fuck that bullshit. You can't be dating people younger than you. I'm I'm not that much younger than you. I'm only younger than you by like what? 304 days? Wait, you said 44? 200 and 286 days? You could you could never hold that over me. Like if we excuse me, when we're dating, when we're you know, in communion, you can't say I'm younger than you. Like we're the same age. I think within 3 years is the same age. And also, you guys want to help me with my love life here because obviously, all of the chicks that really like me are many miles away. I have like an old ex that I'm supposed to go on a date with in a couple days, and I'm just curious if I should I attempt this again? What's up, the Michigander? Great name, the Michigander. So, do you gander across all of Michigan? Is that your hometown? Yeah, yeah. It's well, yeah. Fix the sins of our fathers. Yes, but I would suppose that if we are our own ancestors, then who is my father? Me. Who else? Who else would I be? Who is the source? Who is God? Who is the source code of reality? Well, if the seed of a tree falls and grows an orange, then am I not the seed? And if the seed was my last generation, I keep going back. Whoever created this reality was also me. So I don't know if I would fix sin. Sin just means sine wave. It just means to move like a fish through reality. Yes, yes, yes. What's up, Parcel? What are you doing? Ah, yeah, yeah. I hear you about the energy of misdeeds. Yeah, there's people that do purposely not walk a straight and narrow path and cause much reverberation through generations. Definitely. But who is it up to? Who's up to fix it? I think I know whose job it is. It's Danny's. Danny, it's your you got to fix everything. Oh, nice, nice. The solar chargers. Where is that, man? Now I've seen a lot of these magnet and copper devices that can at least give you a trickle charge. I don't know if you've seen them. Yes, okay. Say through the bloodline. Do you suppose that we come from the? Is there one single source bloodline, or is there plotted here on this land? Obviously, the Native Americans told you they put a circle and a cross in it, and they gave you white, black, yellow, and red, which is the white man, the black man, the Asian man, and the Native American. Is that the four root races? Or should we go into like the seven root races? There's four root races, then seven. But is it all? Obviously, it's all atomic. So if you're the Atman or the atomic man, then your cell just expands and grows from the primordial soup of reality, which is. But we seem to be spectacularly different in our colors, our hair, our being. The white man, the yellow man, the red man, the yellow man are all wildly different. And women too, right? Which one would you pick as a concierge for your walking through reality? Protect the flock. Yeah, yeah. What about the blue man? The blue man is Parsival. The blue man is the black man originally. The blue man was the black man was blue. It's a dark blue color, cobalt, because there's no really there's not a white person, or there's really not a black person. You get close enough to either that you perceive, but it's never going to be pure white. It's never going to be pure black. It'll be bluish or whitish. Danny, why? I'm going to make you throw up on what are you talking about? Me or somebody? Are you talking to somebody else, Danny? Are you just talking to the comments of somebody else that I cannot see? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. So well, thank you, Michigander. Yeah, the meek shall inherit the earth. Will decode the. Help me here if you can. Decode the word meek. What does meek mean? And I'm asking because normally people would say the meek are the poor or the downtrodden or the unsophisticated, the the proletariat, the you know, that would be meek, I think. Ha 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 ha. Most of the bullshit is most of the Bible is bullshit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, here's what the Bible is. The Bible is three levels that I know of. It might be more. There's a small amount of actual ancient history and fact. Most of it is encoded in allegory. It's astrotheological, meaning that it's talking about the planets and what's happening here. Well, so I'd say five levels. It's talking about your human body. You can find that out by you have a pineal gland. It calls Mount Pineal, and there's certain references to how the body and the temple, your home is structured. This thing. So you have astrotheology, and it's also mindsets. It's all a psychological book. That the characters in the book never existed. They're states of consciousness. So you have states of consciousness, your physical body, astrotheological, a little bit of history. It means soft and gentle people. Yeah, that's probably better. You grew up with natives. Yeah, Michigan natives. Yeah. What's up, cosmic oracles? What are you doing? I changed the hair for the day. Do I know you by a different name? Cosmic oracles, tarot. Are you spirit bow? Are you 222? Well, yeah, I guess the closer to the true, you have the true natives. So you have the real, you have Jews and then Jewish. Like you have Black Hebrew Israelite culture, then you have Moorish culture, and then you've got the white Indian culture, and then you have the cradle of civilization, which I think they tricked you. Not you, but like if you think it's Africa, it's not. It's America. See, look at Africa, America. It's two different lands. So Rika means rich. America means so. Ame means soil or soul. It means rich soul. The reason that you can find pyramids so all across the Middle East because they're standing up taller. Why? Because they were built after. They're not finding a lot of pyramids until recently in the United States. You can find some in Mexico. You can find some, but you're not finding them here. Why? They had to dig them up because they're older. They're from a older civilization. And that was the red skinned people, reddish brown. So that's the actual natives of the land. I don't think it was Africa. At least as far as our history would tell us. And here's the trouble with the history of the out of Africa theory. It came from a white man. If the white man's been lying to the black man, let's just use that story. Who gave you your history textbooks? The out of Africa theory is not because you think you came from Africa, because black people here, melanated native people, you either know your tribe or you don't. You didn't come from Africa. The slaves were the white Slavic people. Slave is Slavic. That's why they all came to the right up there, right across. You just go right across, and they dropped everybody off where that Statue of Liberty is. Liberty means what a captain gives you when you get off a ship when you're a slave trade. They give you liberty. Liberty is not land based. They took a bunch of white Slavic children, peoples, and moved them over here and put them up next to the Statue of Liberty, which, first of all, is a man. Second of all, it's not built on land because it's not allowed to be on land. It's built on a man-made island. It's on an island that is on the water, and that's why you know that it has to do with liberty, ship captain liberty to its sources. Maritime admiralty law is all about that, and that's so the history that people are given about the Africa slave trade is nonsense. The melanated people were already here, and then the infiltration of the Slavic people, the slaves, were white, like Caucasian. It's not the other way around. Go to any major city. Why is every major city 50-50 populated? You're not unless you shipped everything in here, unless you really believe. Like one white guy with a gun is gonna hold down 100 strong black men in Africa? You're insane. It's a stupid story. And you can't find any of those ships because they didn't exist. Just a little history lesson for you there. Michigan Lander. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. I'm going to say I was giving a gift, so I will not be fucking mocked while others trying to help others. Who's mocked you? What are you talking about? Manipulation languages. The native tongue would be what? What's the original language? It's right here. What's the original language? It's the runes. Runes. Or better understand the star languages, passing the river, star languages and ruins. It's based upon where the stars are in the sky. I was talking about. I don't know who you're talking about, Michigan Lander. You're getting a little aggressive here for no reason. I don't know who you're yelling at. The creator is very real and goes out in the fucking woods for 2 weeks with nothing but the woods. I fasted on water for 43 days. What do you want? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you too much. You have a little. Where did you come from, and what's up? What's all the anger about? What's happening here? What is? Does anybody know who that is and why they're so angry about whatever I'm saying? Estoy aquí. I'm gonna go fill this up, and I don't know if you were talking to me, Michigan Lander. I will assume it wasn't addressed at me because I was just speaking about like some history of the thing. You got a lot of fucking going on in here. Fucking fuck. Remember what is that song? Fucking in heaven. Who was that? Who was that? I'll be right back. Uno momento. Where we at here? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know who you are, what you do. I just could. When I'm reading through the comments, obviously, to me, you're just some typing. Like I know some other people here, and to me, I'm just providing information about things that I comprehend. I got. Yeah, you want Nux? I got Nux. See, they're kind of worn off. I hear you. I hear you, man. Hey, Michigan, I hear you. I hear you. I just didn't know who you were talking to. That's all. And you got to realize, on this side of the screen, I don't always get every single message. I don't know why. So we got Parzival, the Indian that lives in South. Or, no, you're in Northern Africa, right? Are you in Southern Africa or Northern? Danny, the filthy Filipino that she is. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on the food ground, man. I mean, I would rather be in a spot like that, but like I live in New Orleans, so I know where food is. I know where the trees are. You know, I don't. I've lived in cabins. I've lived in the woods. I've been in the forest. I've been at beaches. You know, I've been out there. But I prefer a domicile, and I just don't eat that much. Rather Shiva Mukalpa and you know, beers here and there. Yeah. Yeah, I have all of that knowledge. That's why I have a channel. You know, like if somebody wants to know about really truly how to start a garden, I'll let me explain it to you. I can explain it to you the kind of plants you need to put in a circle, and what you need to put in a spiral, and why male and female dynamics work in making making a garden, and why it shouldn't go in rows, and why your plants why you shouldn't be digging the ground up with a steel shovel, but you should be using copper because it'll put ions back into the earth. And if you want your plants to grow right, you should piss in it and spit in it. So when you start that seed, it has your DNA in it, and you put it into the ground. Let's give you all of it. Yeah, I can explain it all. It all makes sense to me. That's what I got. I just don't. I don't have property like that. I don't got land like that. And I like people too much. You know. I think that's my my demise. Right. Is wanting to help people and being wild like a communicator or something. Like, what's your? Hey, good. It does. Good thing the world doesn't spin though, and it's a flat, level realm. I'm not a flat earther, but I know the realm is flat or a crater. Yeah, everybody got their little pieces to add to the puzzle, you know. Like I used to do all the building. I did, you know, I would build houses. top to bottom. I used to sell things. I used to, yeah. And then I was like, then I just like, I think I've done enough of that. I think I should just teach at this point. Oh yeah, nice, dude. Oh, you got like you already got juice though. You got generators, all solar powered stuff. You have any what's the ones that go in the water there? Hydroelectric stuffs. Those are the good ones. If you got a river near you, that's some very clean and easy to use technology. You don't gotta the water's always gonna be flowing if you're near a creek or a creek. Do you say a creek or a creek? Probably a creek up there. Haha, super champ. That's what's up. Hey, and one thing you can do if you have a tree that isn't growing or a plant, or if it's diseased, uh, make a solution of hydrogen peroxide. Do not do get the 35% and then water it down yourself. Do not get the 3% from the store in the brown bottle. Get the expensive shit. Put that in a bottle and spray it on wherever the tree is diseased. Because it brings extra oxygen to the. It's like if you have a wound, a bandage you should only have on it for moments. Then you take it off, you let the air hit it and the light hit it, and your wound will heal quicker. Same thing with the tree. You want to just spray oxygen on it, let it. So if it's festering and has something wrong with it, piss or hydrogen peroxide. Yeah. I love you too, dude. Fucking burp got in the building. Did you? Do you have you ever? Do you know who I am at all? Like, have you ever seen any of my other stupid talks or whatever? The Black Hole song? Yeah, I mean, great song, great band, and obviously there must be something about the center of the Earth and the Aurora Borealis and an opposite sun that is perhaps giving us the plasma that we swim around in. I don't know though. Never seen it. Won't you cut? There you go. Yeah, who is that? Is that like old son? Won't you come? Who does that? Why am I missing the band? Audio Slave. Got it. Audio Slave. For 1 second, I just wanted to say Black Crows, but there it wasn't. It was Audio Slave. Yeah. Oh, it's a Soundgarden. Fuck. How did Well, Soundgarden, Audio Slave, similar. Yeah. Yeah, Soundgarden. Okay. Huh. Now I'm gonna have to look up their. Yeah, flowing water never goes stale. Yeah, yeah. Be like. Oh, he said be like water, my friend. And I said I'll upgrade that. Be like air, because air is gonna do what? Air allows fire to exist, or it can put it out. Air can move water. It can move earth. Nothing's really fucking with air. I would just say, I mean, yeah, be like water, very fluid, but air is like you gotta get up in those upper echelons, the upper stratosphere, the atmosphere out there. You gotta get way out there. Get high as fuck, dude. You gotta get ripped out of your fucking mind once in a while. You gotta eat mushrooms for breakfast. Eating mushrooms for breakfast and just that's your day. Powerful shit right there. Yeah, man. Oh, anybody doesn't know, if you just showed up here, it is June. It is Gemini month, which means it is my birthday, which is why I have a little bit of a snotty nose because I've been putting too many substances into my body. So if you want to, you can say happy birthday to me. And if you want to throw dollars into my donation bucket, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, it's in the description box. Blah blah blah. There's my commerce for the day. Ah, wicked man. Cool, cool, cool. It's so isn't it such a weird thing? Like sometimes I've met people like we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I've met people that I've seen online or known their music or something, and then I meet them in person. It's such a thing, you know. Like I'm not starstruck by any means. You know, I've met obscenely famous people, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. You're this person that's over here. But it's so interesting when you meet like mediocrely kind of like influential people, and it's always funny in the opposite direction. Like the image that I have of you in my mind, it doesn't, it can't exist. Like even if you put a picture up here of you, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be fucking Barbara from fucking across the street, with 10 cats. How could I know? Audio Slave is the singer of Soundgarden with Rage Against the Machine. You know what I thought? Hey, what's up, later, Nader? Uh, give me 1 sec. Let me answer this first, though. Oh, it's not even a question. Remember Rage Against the Machine? They came out this year or last year, and they were doing a show, and they wouldn't let anybody in without masks on. I was like, you lose 1,000 points for everything you ever done. Literally, their whole thing is anti influence of governmental controls. That's their whole message. And they're like, put a fucking mask on or you can't come to our show. I was like, fuck you, cocksuckers. Really? Like that, literally, you can't be called that anymore. You can't rage against the machine. You should be called like fucking bow down to the machine. That's what they should be called. And also, what? Let me answer. Well, later. What alcohol or beer is cooling for the liver? Let me think about this a second. Hey, what up, Unstance? I don't know who Reinhardt is. Hey, Michigan Lander. It's a pleasure, dude. Stay fucking really wicked and keep it top, rude boy. I will talk to you soon. I'm around here. You know where I'm at. Enjoy that herb, man. As I think about what alcohol or beer is cooling for the liver. Live or die, always stay high. Pong bar. Um, Let me think. Well, I mean, alcohol. Generally speaking, alcohol is hot. It's the that's the realm. Alcohol is a fermented product that maintains its heat. But I would probably say, off the bat, just if I gonna just spitball this, I would say mead, something with honey in it. Honey is cooling, and some sort of any type of green something, green and honey. Like I want to say mint beer, but I don't think that really exists, nor should it really. A sage ale. Maybe stay away from barley. Maybe I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look at that for you. Uh, it- well, I think beer is closer to cooling. Alcohol is closer to heating. Wine is like, think about it. When you get wine drunk, especially if it's red wine, your your face gets flushed. Your ears might get flushed. It's very warming. Alcohol will get you hot headed, but beer, um, in the right quantity, I would I would say maybe even go with, as much as I make fun of it. And I was drinking one the other day, and somebody made fun of me for having an IPA, Indian Pale Ale. It's more estrogen rich and makes you more sensitive. So I think that might be more cooling than IPA. I would do like you got what, 15, 30, 60, 90 minute. I would do one of the lower ones. Ah, black. Hold on, black son. Why you come here hitting on my girl like this? How do you do drinking beer and urine during your day? Urine is cleansing. I don't think it's heating. I think it just does whatever it needs to do. I don't get a hot or cold thing out of piss. It just is whatever. It's a remedy. So if you are too hot, it will cool you. If you're too cold, it will warm you. I don't know. What's up, David Mannion? Mr. Mannion. What are you doing? See, David Mannion and Black Sun come up here, hitting on my girl Danny again. God damn it. Well, here's a question to ask yourself. Would you rather have a husband that's very good looking, or a wife that's very good looking, and know that you got to deal with the fact that everybody else is attracted to them, or every day come home and go, yeah, no one. I'm not gonna have to worry about you cheating on me because no one's gonna fuck you. I'm not saying like no one. I'm just gonna say like, do you? Maybe the question is this: Would you rather be the Would you rather be the better looking person in the relationship? Would you rather be smarter, better looking, or would you rather the other person, your husband or wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever? Ask yourself a question. How many times have you dated? Do you date up, or do you date equivalent, or do you date down? Yeah, I mean, peppermint is going to be good to cool. I mean, if you got liver problems, I mean, we can. I mean, the specific question was how to fix the liver with do peppermint schnapps, I guess, with alcohol or beer, like liquor or beer. There's other things you could feel that you could fix the liver with, but I would, yeah, vodka, peppermint schnapps. That's probably good. But back to my question, you guys got to answer this. I need your answers. Participate here with me. Who's are you guys dating up or down in your life? There's no wrong answer here. There's no wrong answer. You're allowed to say most of the people I date are equally gifted mentally, physically as beautiful as I am, or more or less. You could. It's a question. I just I've been dealing with that a little bit these days. Super champion. It's not possible for me to date up. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Although I know you have I know you're good looking. You're not that good looking though. You telling me you don't date chicks that are like slightly better looking than you? Come on, every chick's gonna.
Even a chick that's not good looking is better looking than me. Why? Because it's a fucking woman. Women are better looking than men. I mean, you know, me excluded. I'm a very handsome man, but women are always going to be better looking because you're soft and warm, and your hair, and like you don't have, well, your hair here, but you don't have hair here, and it's just you're soft. It's just what it is. You're better looking. But as a woman, you probably hopefully find men more attractive. Parcival has pretty hands. He is he could finger bang the shit out of you. Danny, you date up? Hold on, Danny, you date up? That's that really. I'm saying. I think everybody here who knows who you are, like, I don't think that's really that possible. The only way you date up is if you dated me. That's about it. Cool mead. It's dedicated to honey beer. I want to go to a Renaissance festival. You guys have anybody here? Anybody here? Renaissance festivals? You ever done it? I never dressed up for them, uh, but I've gone to quite a few, and they're totally the best thing ever. Turkey thighs, mead, throwing axes, people on horses, buxom, busty, bustier, breasticles falling all over the place, drunken retards, big beards. Oh, it's fucking lovely. It's a good time. So if anybody wants to go to the Renaissance Festival with me, come down here. I think there's some across the crossed over that way. We'll see. Renaissance. Holy shit! Two and one half hours. Danny, what is messed up? What do you? I can never tell who you're talking to. What is messed up? A Renaissance festival? Is everything just timed out? Are you well behind what I'm saying? Are you, Danny? Are you caught up to what I'm saying? Because I just said this now, and when I get this, it's like 10 minutes later. Apparently, you guys should just scroll forward to be on time with what I'm saying. Now I have to assume that Danny's comments are directed at someone else that I cannot see. Meet me in the middle on balanced ground. That just showed up right then. Hey, Daddy, you want a booger? I got a couple here for you. What's up, everybody else? Anybody feel free to type, just smash the keyboard, say something. I could probably kick it with you guys for, I could probably do it for another hour or so, but I kind of do want to go out. I'm getting that little, you know when you're stuck inside sometimes? And you get that cabin fever and you just gotta go, even though I know it's fucking hot out, and I know I do not want to talk to another human being. I don't even want to have to think about it. I can do 3 hours of fucking chit chat with you guys, but like human beings out there, I'm like, oh, that's too much. Hey Matthew, are you listening to Zydeco? Yeah, Zydeco music. Yeah, I went to the. I told you I went to this festival uh, last couple days, and my new good friend he sets up and takes down the stages. So yeah, so music festivals are at this point clearly free. Later, Nate, could I talk a little bit about incorporating ghee and milk and other fats? Yeah. Let's see what I can do here. Oop, that was my hair. Okay, so fats doesn't matter the oil. It's how it's processed. Animal fats, vegetable fats, all the it's good as long as it's processed properly. You can extract any oil you want. It's in the food. Oil, whether you're a meat eater or a vegetable or whatever, there's oil in the skin of a citrus. You can make orange oil. It's all good for you. Just remember the process, the chemicals that are fucking it up. All you want is slow, easily mashed, whatever the fuck it is, and get the oil out. Now, when it goes into the body, what it's doing is it's delaying. Like, first of all, it's helping the tendons and like your bones here. You got to lubricate that, right? Your tendons and your whatever the fuck else you got going on here. And you want to lubricate all those moving points in your body, just like a car. You got to lubricate it. You're no different than a car. You're no different than a computer. They mimic the human. They mimic the car after the human body. So, if you're gonna oil up and lubricate something, you can put it in the tailpipe. You can put it right in your butthole. And here's the best part of doing that. It's called an oil basti. It doesn't get broken down by any of the acids in your stomach and goes directly into your system through your blood and infuses in the rest of your body. And you'll find that if you have any sort of like this, hear that? If I do a basti with turmeric, maybe I'll just do that tomorrow and show you. That won't happen anymore. It's lubricating. What does oil do? Makes things soft. You put it in your skin. Your skin becomes soft. You rinse it in your mouth. Cleans your mouth out. You have a nice sheen about you. Your hair becomes oily. Where does that oil come from? Well, as we consume these things, the oil is a carrier for whatever substance. It's a fats and oils, ghee, fats, oils. You can put so there's a fat. There's one molecule of fat. You can put hot pepper in there. You can put cinnamon in there. You can put mint in there. You can put whatever you want in there, and it's going to take it and spread it out through the body. Where if you just take cinnamon or mint or whatever or hot pepper and put it in your body, it's immediately gonna attack something. It's immediately gonna have it's gonna do a whatever that element is. It's gonna do it. But if you put it in, think about Indian food. Indian food is made as a chemistry, as an alchemy. They have all these different spices, but in every single time you find these spices, what do they put in there? They put yogurts, they put ghee, they put oils to carry all of that substance into your body so it doesn't burn. If I swallow something that's hot by itself, it's going to burn my throat. It's going to burn me. But if I put it with something, a molecule around it, like rubber or something holds it, that's the fat or the fat and the oil will hold on to a substance and carry it through your body. Milk, yogurt. That's why they put yogurt on every dish, because they have so many spices and it's a carrier. Is that a fair assessment of what I need to get into? Feel free to ask any clarifying questions about clarified butter. Beetroot, avocados, avocado oil. I don't know about the black pudding. I don't know about that. Danny, you out of here? It's good to see you. Toodles. Rainbow farts. Beer and wine. I don't have a problem with it. For me, I can mix. You know they say like beer before liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, in the clear. I don't know how they say that shit. That doesn't affect me. It's all the same. If there's an element, if there's my only thing is just don't drink whiskey if you don't want whiskey dick. That's the only rule I have. The rest of it is like I'll mix them all together. Put a beer with wine and liquor in a cup, and I'll drink all three at the same time. We're good. But whiskey, yeah. I think that was just because I had one embarrassing night. It wasn't embarrassing. It was just I had a dime piece in my apartment, naked, and I could not catch an erection. Ugh. Oh, a basti. Here's the way to do a basti. No, all you do is here's a basti. Take sesame oil. It's one of the best you can use. Sesame oil. Warm it up to body temperature. So put the stove on low. Put it in a pan. Allow it to get to whatever this feels like right here. This is how you know. Like if you drip a little on your arm, it's like milk for a baby. This is like whatever your body temperature is. It's gotta be comfortable right there. And then put some turmeric in there while it's heating up. And then take maybe about that much. What is that? A cup? Maybe 2 cups. Put it into your butthole. Let that whole thing go up in your intestines. Put your feet in the air. Let that move throughout your system. And then do this at dusk. Do it at night. And you go ahead and put a blanket down as a just in case. And you take a nap and you go to sleep. And you wake up 8 hours later and you take a shit. And then you see what comes out of your asshole. If you shit normal or just a little bit, because really, if you understood what the oil is doing, you would go, is that all went into my body? If it all goes into your body, then you know you're low on oil. Like your car. You put the oil in there and all of a sudden your car works better. Or if you shit and you shit out some oil, you're pretty good. So the turmeric is going to be a good remedy for like if you get any swelling or soreness or inflammation, the turmeric will help that, and the oil will put that into the rest of your body, so that will fix you. Turmeric and sesame oil heated to about body temperature, about a cup, 2 cups, put it up your butt. But it's all gone, take a nice nap. Wake up, see what happens. Yeah, and to look further into it, it's called a bas. Yeah, look up oil bastis, BSTI. Yeah, look it up. I mean, I can look it up in here, I guess. Let me see if there's basti remedies in here. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. This would take me a while to find it. I would look I'm gonna share this book with you. You can go find it if you can. I do not agree with every single thing in this book. So, but it is fantastic. Delmontari, the Ayurvedic uh, life. There's some of the things in here that I'm not really. It's not right. But most of it is carnivores, diet choice, meditation, flowers, hemisphere breathing, doshas, taste imbalances, foods. There we go. Foods and gunas. Okay. Antagonistic foods. Yeah, I'll have to read through this book again. I think there's something in there about ghee specifically. Does it mention Shivamu? That's so interesting. I've had this book for a very long time, and I never specifically looked for the chapter on, drinking your piss. Because I learned it, because I already learned it and I practice it. So like, it's kind of like this. If you play a sport, what am I gonna go fucking watch that again? I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna play tennis, but I'm gonna watch tennis. I don't see it. When I play a sport, I don't like to watch it so much. I can I'm I'm super nice with the soccer ball. I hate watching it. Can't do it. The only sport that I really like watching that I'm decent at is basketball. But just in general, like, I don't know. Like, once you realize you just drink your piss, and you'll be fine. What more do I need to read on that? Alright, y'all. Well, check it out. It's 3 hours into the shit, and I want to go out and jump in the pool because I have my air condition. Look at, I live on the top floor. Here's the problem: living on the top floor. My air conditioning does not do the job it needs to do. It's I have a fan on my air conditioner, and I'm almost sweating. It's almost 80. Doesn't really help. So I need to go jump in the pool. And I will remind everybody here these few things. This is a few things that reality needs to know as holistic consciousness here. One, fuck you. Two, take care of yourself. It's your life. Enjoy it. Consume all the goodness. Smell the flowers. Stop and smell the flowers. Have a drink. Say hi to somebody. Pet a dog. Give someone a hug. Enjoy your life. It's your experience. Secondly, when you have a good enough experience, enough energy, make sure you share that with someone else. Hopefully it's me, and you can do that through CashApp, PayPal, Venmo. It's in the description box. Boom. And be weird, be goofy, and all that shit. Good to see you, Matthew, and later, and Divine, and Ninja. Well, that won't happen to me today. So maybe I'll be back in a little bit. I just got to go jump in the pool and take a shit. So Unstance, yes, I'm gonna take a shit before I go in the pool though. So fuck off, love yourself, go jack off because no one cares, or everyone cares. Who knows? Stay well. See you guys soon. Bye.